someone asked him what the bracha on schnitzel is.
Yeah.
He didn't know what schnitzel was.
Schnitzel. Ay. Yes. Be'ezat Hashem should help us that we also become spiritual, more spiritual. Be'ezat Hashem. Okay. So don't learn Torah. So Harav Ovadia Yosef Alav Shalom goes on to explain. וכן זה ביחיד, הלומד בינו לבין עצמו. This is referring to somebody who is learning alone. But if you're learning with חברותה,
he's going to remind you.
It's going to remind you. אבל לציבור הלומדים בשעות הערב, שיעור תורה בהלכה או בדף יומי, they're learning הלכה או דף יומי, no problem. Right? או במשניות, right? They can continue. Like always, right? They can continue the learning of Torah. אף על פי שהשיעור נמשך שעה או יותר, even if the shiur will continue 1 hour or later. משום שהרבים מזכירים זה לזה, as you said, because others would mention, don't forget בדירה, let's go בדירה. There's no problem. ומכל מקום טוב, שסיום השיעור יכריז ויזכיר לשמש. Now it's better, the person who is giving shiur, tell the shamash to announce it. ואם יודעים בבירור שאין חשש ביטול תורה, אם יקדימו לבדוק את חמץ, וכגון שעה אחת בדירה חמץ יחזור כל הלומדים לבית הכנסת או לבית המקדש כדי ללמוד השיעור, עדיף שיבדקו קודם את החמץ. Now, if a person knows that there is going to be shiur afterwards, he should first do the bedira and then go the shiur. That this way, he will not be delaying the mitzvah. ואחר כך ילמד תורה. First do and then go. אין מברכים עליה שהחיינו. הרב עובדיה יוסף עליו השלום experienced, ומכל מקום הועיל וכמה פוסקים כתבו שצריך לברך שהחיינו על בדירת חמץ. Because some poskim write that we need to say שהחיינו על בדירת חמץ, right? So Hagaon Peri Chadash also says, so therefore one is to try to bring that which has shechianu, and this way have in mind to fulfill the mitzvah with saying the shechianu. Okay, let's go further. Yevarechu levado. Okay, Harav Ovadia Yosef Alav Shalom experience. Everyone else has to answer Amen. Right? ולכל לבדוק אחר כל אחד במקומו. Now, if you have the members of your family, your children, right, Be'ezat Hashem, they're going to be coming helping you. So give them jobs. You go check here, you go check there, right? If they are minor, you cannot rely on their check. But if they are adults, then you could rely, and they don't need to make it beracha again. They just they are covered through your bracha. Now, שלא ידבר בדברים אחרים מפני שיש אומרים שצריך לחזור לברך גם באופן כזה. Now, if a person spoke, right, things other than the bedirat. Thank you so much for joining. Besorot Tovot.
Amen. Thank you.
Be'ezat Hashem, I send you the link of this shiur.
Okay, please.
Okay. Thank you for joining.
Thank you.
ועוד שעל ידי זה אינו נותן ליבוא לבדוק כראוי. מכל מקום, אם עבר וסח אפילו בדברים בטלים, אינו חוזר לברך. ספק ברכות לעגל. If a person spoke, no need to make another bracha. ספק ברכות לעגל. ומותר לענות אמן. ויהי שמי רבה, באמצע בדירה. You hear bracha, you could say amen. Right? You could answer the יהי שמי רבה. לכן אם שמה קור רעמים, you hear thunderstorm, יברך, you could say bracha. Right? Again, we can't asher yasar. You could say asher yasar. A person needs to go to restroom. Right? Why? Because if you don't do it now, you might forget later. Right? Okay, next halakha. Haminhag shemolichim im aboder ve'ela shenotenim betocha chatichat lechem. The minhag is to take a bowl, right, and there is a piece of bread in it and a sakin knife, kedei lehatet ba, right? Bechonim ulesadarim, sadarim. In order to clean those corners, that these holes, ויש נוהגים לתת 10 פתיתי חמץ בזוויות הבית קודם הבדירה. And there are those who have the minhag that they put pieces of chametz in the different corners of home before the bedira, and that this way they should go and find it. And in Baghdad, the minhag was to have also a little bit of melach, to have a little bit of salt. Why is the reason for that? Because the reason is by the Satan, that this would distance the Satan from harming a person. The Bidirat Chametz is the great mitzvah, and salt would push away the impure powers. Now maybe that's the reason why some people they say by Ain Haran Namak, and obviously that doesn't help. But I also heard that some people would carry a little bit of salt with themselves in a little bag. Maybe that would bring some sort of protection to a person. ולכן מוליכים עם הבודר מלח לדחות מחתקים. והדרך שאמרו להשמת המלח על השולחן, that's also another reason that we have salt by our table, because the table is compared to Mizbeach, and also table is a very important place of Shekhinah that comes after our Birkat HaMazon. So we don't want any impure powers to come and take over.
The melach, I think they do first night of Sefirat Omer. There's a inyan of putting some melach in a bag and then saying something over it. No?
Oh, very nice. I didn't know.
Yeah.
Thank you for mentioning that. There's the inyan of having melach, salt in a little bag by the first night of Sefirat Omer.
There's a Sefirat, I'll send it to you.
Hazak Baruch. Sha'amru ve'od ta'am acher. Another reason. They were saying, the simanat haba. It's a good siman to do this. Shenizke leshanim rabbot livdol bechol shana v'shana. One who does this, he will be merit to have many years, long life. They say namak preserves. So this will preserve a person to live for many years. The Amelachu Siman Leqiyum Dichtiv is the Siman to continue as Berit Melach. In Bamidbar says Berit Melach. It's the covenant. Shehu Dabar and Amit Kayemim, that preserves. Okay. Arab Obadiah Yosef Alav Hashalom explains. Right, afufim benyar or benaydon.
I don't know if it's Pesach they do it or Sefirah. I don't know.
Okay, we see. Benachon sheyu petitei chametz pachot. Now, if a person is making these little bags of chametz, he needs to be careful not to wrap them around aluminium foil. Because when he comes to burn these, the aluminium foil would protect the chametz, and it would come out to be that he still has chametz in his premises, right? So it should be a little piece, less than, right? kazait, right? And it should be in nior, it should be in paper, right? Less than 27 grams, and it should be in paper. כדי שאם יעבד אחד מהם, if he forgot one of them, he lost one of them, לא יסתלך בדירה אחרת. Then you should not check again. It would be bottled. It would be bottled because it's much less than the shiur is less than kazait. ויסמוך על ביטול החמץ שמבטלו לאחר כך. Okay, let's go. Right. Next, Harav Ovadia Yosef Alav Shalom explains, כדי שימצאם אבדוק ומכל מקום, אין מנהג זה לתת פתיתי חמץ מעכב המצווה כלל. ותקנת חכמים לבדוק את החמץ היא גם באופן שאינו מוסר חמץ כלל, ואף על פי שאין מנהג זה מעכב נכון לקיימו, כדי שמה הדיבור שמנהג ישראל תורני. So this מנהג Harav Ovadia Yosef Alav Shalom says, continue having this bowl with this piece of chametz in it, and checking it, with you have the knife in it. This is the minhag of Israel. Just continue having it. Next, Gam Yavin Latfil. Okay, so next halacha is halacha Zayin. Harav Ben Ishchai Alav Shalom explains. Achar habediga belal miyad yivatelenu vayomer. So after the bediga, immediately you nullify all the chametz and you say kol chamira. You say this tefillah of kol chamira, right? The la chazite that I haven't seen, right? Should be batel. Ulahave kafra should be like the dust of the floor. Esalich shiavin milat chamira sham hakolel chametz veseor. And one needs to understand, right? What is the meaning of chamira? He needs to understand what he's saying. Gam Yavin Habitul. Also, he needs to understand that not only this dough, right, is anything that has to do, that it raises, that comes from chita, seora, right, comes from wheat, barley, espelt, right, oats and rye. These five stuff that they rise and they are chametz. That he is nullifying all of these. He's making them batel. Gam Yavin Bitul. He needs to understand that bitul, that over here is making a roy. Me'en lo reshut bo, that from now on he doesn't have any reshut over this chametz anymore. He doesn't want this anymore. Right? Ve'yomer Bitul. And one is to say it 3 times, because by 3 times you get chazakah, right? So it becomes established for you. Harav Ovadia Yosef Alav Shalom explains, therefore you need to say it in a language that you understand. If you don't understand, Ivrit, say it in English, say it in Farsi. The main thing is that you understand what you're saying. If you say it and you don't understand it, right, that you think this is just a tefillah, a person is not yoseh. He has not nullified. His chametz is still chametz, and he needs to go back, right, and say this passages, this tefillah again. Even if you said it in Ivrit, right, you don't understand, doesn't help. Lo mo'il habitul. The bitul doesn't help. Hagim noman habitul, right? And we say it 3 times. We talk. Shebe'achar mehem Yosef. Harav Ovadia Yosef Alav Shalom is suggesting that after this, add, right, leibatel ulehave hefche. That this should be all the chametz that I have is ownerless, like the dust of the floor. Kivan shenechlegu harishonim, because some ראשונים hold שהאם הביטול הוא מדין הפקר או שמחשיב את החמץ כעפר. Is this because you're making it hefker, you're making it equivalent to afar? It could be like afar, but it's not hefker to you. You still want it. So that's why you say, I don't want this. I'm not interested in this chametz anymore. Okay. Next halacha. Halacha chet, how many more halachot we have? We need to go a little bit faster. So maybe this concludes this section of Halichot Pesach. We continue with this next section. Should we continue now or maybe we learn something else? So we stop here, we continue with the second section. Baruch Adonai Olam. Amen.